The single most important thing you can do in your lawn is to keep your turf properly hydrated. You should be watering regularly, early, and longly. That's a word. You should be watering your lawn at minimum of once a week. Do not just water when it looks like the grass is drying out. That's too late. There's virtually nothing more difficult in this universe than bringing grass that's gone into dormancy back alive. A short 10-minute or less watering does nothing but give you a bunch of shallow roots. You want those suckers nice and deep because it's way cooler and way wetter down there. And early. A smart man once said, early to bed, early to water makes your lawn healthy, wealthy, and wise. Water your lawn in the early hours of the morning to ensure that daytime heat and the sun don't cause it to evaporate up on you. And if you're trying to do this on the cheap, I really like the Melnor XT oscillating sprinkler. It gives you a whole lot of variability in like where your water's going and like depth and all that stuff. And I really like the Melnor timer because that allows you to water early without having to wake up and keeps you on that consistent schedule. But if you're going top notch, I put down this DIY Orbit in-ground sprinkler system. Thing's sick. Absolutely love it. It's in my backyard. I water once a week, sometimes twice a week, but for a long period of time, I don't have to do anything. And next up is mowing. And trust me, I know you know about mowing, but I'll venture to guess there are a few things that you are not doing or that you didn't know about mowing that are absolutely essential for making sure that you have a healthy turf. You should be mowing high, often, different, and mulchy. We're making words up out here. Taller grass means more photosynthesis, which means healthier grass, which means deeper roots. And it also operates like a natural pre and post emergent because it will crowd out those weeds over time. Mowing your lawn every 2 weeks is a bad idea. At a minimum, you should be cutting your lawn every week from April to the end of October. Don't care where you live or what kind of grass you have. Cutting your lawn often helps encourage growth and prevents you from stressing out your turf by cutting too much at one time. People say variety is the spice of life, right? Well, the same applies for your lawn. You should not be cutting your lawn the same way every single week. So if you're cutting up and down like this, the next time you cut, you should be cutting like this. And then the next time, you should be cutting like this. That'll prevent ruts from forming in your turf and ensures a more consistent, even cut. I'll keep this one simple. There are 2 times that you should bag your grass clippings. First mow of the season, early spring. Last mow of the season, late fall, early winter. And that's just to pick up dead leaves. Mulching, AKA not bagging your grass clippings, is free fertilizer. Free. And some quick product recommendations if you're trying to change up your lawn game. On the cheap is the Greenworks 80 volt, or less expensive. It's actually still a really good lawnmower. But on the expensive side, if you want to go top notch, the Ego Select Cut with that aluminum deck, 11.1 foot-pounds of torque. You'd be hard pressed to find a gas that's more powerful than that. And next up is feeding. Guys, you can't get away from this one. You simply must feed your lawn at least twice a year. If you live in the northern or transitional zones, like right around here, you need to do this in March and September. If you live down in the southern zone, down around here, you need to be doing this in May and September. So a cheap product recommendation that I like is Milorganite. You can get that anywhere basically. If you want a little bit higher end option, I like the PFG Complete that comes with humic acid. It's from the Andersons. Obviously all the links for all these products are going to be down in the description below. And the fourth turf truth is to replenish. None of this stuff is gonna work if you don't put down seed at least once a year. If you live up north or in the transitional zone, you're gonna wanna do this in September. If you live down south in some of the warmer climates, you're gonna wanna do this in May. Unfortunately, for most folks, grass doesn't spread like weed does, or at least not as well. Ever seen crabgrass in June? Holy smokes. So the best offense is a good defense, seed. Product recs on the economic side, North folks will want to use the Scott's Fescue blend. If you live in that transitional zone, I definitely recommend the Scott's Southern Gold mix. And if you live way down south, I'd recommend putting down like a Bermuda from Scott's. If you're looking for something top notch, anything from Jonathan Green or Ryan Knorr, I like both their stuff. Ryan Knorr Elite Turf Type Tall Fescue or the Black Beauty Fescue. I'll put all those recommendations down below. And then if you live in the middle, I would do like more of a tall fescue bluegrass mix. And down south, I'd continue to put down that Bermuda. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to Dantastic. Dantastic is fantastic. Dantastic is the first member of the TLR tribe. He joined a couple weeks ago. Thank you so much, Dantastic. If y'all want to learn a little bit more about what being a part of the TLR tribe is, you can click that join button and just read what it says. I don't want to burn up the entire video with this, but just want to give a shout out to Dantastic. You the real one, homie. You number one. Trust me, if you do those 4 things consistently, you're gonna look better than 90% of your neighborhood. So send this to somebody who you think might benefit from it, maybe a new homeowner. I realize that there are other steps that you can do, but these are the 4 that you cannot get away from if you want to have a good looking lawn. Guys, if you're on the market for a new mower, I compared the top 5 electric lawnmowers here, and one of my favorite videos I've ever done is right here. So guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep cutting. Peace.